Disney's newest live-action reimagining of our beloved villain Cruella just premiered in theaters and on Disney Plus Premiere Access Friday. So today, I would like to stop and take the time to review Cruella. Hey everyone, SW Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new review here on the channel. Please note that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion. You are free to comment down below, what did you think of the Cruella film? Like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter that's going to pop up on your screen right now. And with that being said, let's just move right into our review.
From the very beginning, I realized I saw the world differently than everyone else. That didn't sit well with some people. I guess they were always scared that I'd be a psycho.
Cruella surprisingly wasn't even that bad. So with that being said, let's move right into the good. And the good thing that comes to mind here is that Emma Stone's performance inside of this film is just so great. It's so elegant, but has a nice competitive off-the-hinge side. There is a scene inside of the movie that establishes what Cruella and what Estella is. Estella is the sweet side of Emma Stone's character, whereas Cruella is the meaner side of that character. And I love the whole little dynamic of Estella not letting Cruella take over her. I thought all of that was pretty great. It's like a Mr. Jekyll or Bruce Banner type of thing where she doesn't want Cruella to take over, but once Cruella takes over, Estella is never going to come back. And I really did love that aspect. A big comparison that a lot of people are making of this film is that it seems a little bit too close to Joker, where they're having like the villain origin story and is very sympathetic towards the villain. You get to see it from their point of view. And, you know, they are off the hinge a little bit. They are villains. They do bad things. And that's a big positive for me, is the fact that Cruella is evil throughout. Like, yes, her backstory is very sympathetic. It's very tragic. But at the same time, she's still a villain. She's still someone who skins puppies for fashion. I mean, I'm just saying, inside of this film, though there is an antagonist, Cruella is definitely the bad guy inside of this film. But even though it is very similar to Joker, I believe that Joker is the better film. But both are pretty great in their own way. The costumes and dresses are just so eccentric, and the overall atmosphere of the 70s punk rock Paris era is very fashionable, and along with the fashion itself, I really did love all of it. I love the mix of half fashion competition with, you know, the antagonist and also Cruella, and the half villain origin story, seeing it from her point of view, and the half heist film. I really thought that the heist parts of this film was some of the greatest scenes inside of it. The heist part of it shows that, yeah, Cruella is a bad person. She does know how to steal. She does know how to get things that she wants, and she does know how to work with her crew to get the things that she wants. And that was pretty fun to me. The marketing promised a nice twist inside of the film, and in my opinion, the twist itself wasn't even that bad. Very frightening though, but we will get into that later. The performances are all great, as well as the different tone for this film, but you also have to ask yourself, who is this film for? With that being said, let's move right into the bad. And the bad thing that comes to mind here is that Cruella isn't a kid's film. All the other live-action Disney films has this PG rating, except for Mulan, which has a PG-13. But even with the Marvel films, there are things okay and actually pretty safe for kids inside of there. With this film, there are very intense and frightening scenes that are not meant for children. Cruella is the least Disney of the live-action films, even though I have not seen Mulan yet, and that's not really a great thing to me. I'm all for a more mature Disney film. Like, I want to see more mature Marvel films. I want to see more mature Disney live-action films. But this is one that feels like a Disney Harley Quinn film. It feels like Disney wanted to make their own Birds of Prey film instead of actually making a reimagining of 101 Dalmatians, which I'm perfectly okay with. I'm perfectly with us getting this more mature tone of a Disney film. I'm okay with that. I enjoyed it a lot, but it's just frustrating when you actually don't know who the film is targeted for. It feels like the film doesn't even know its own target audience. And even as of me recording this review, I have almost completely forgot about this film. It's very forgettable by the end. In conclusion, Cruella isn't a bad film. It's definitely not going to be in my top 10 films for all of 2021, but surprisingly, it wasn't even that bad to me. And especially for someone who really didn't have that much hype for the film, only for the week leading up to it. I'm going to give Cruella a B- and a 7.2 out of 10. And I would say wait to rent the film. It's not worth paying $30 for it on Disney Plus, and the theatrical experience could be better, but for me, I would rather skip the theatrical experience, and I would have waited to rent this film from Redbox if I was you. To me, at least. Alright guys, that is it for the review. Please note that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion. You're free to comment down below your very own opinion on Cruella. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter. It's going to pop up on your screen right now. And also, if you're wondering where are the Dalmatians, why didn't I talk about the Dalmatians? Oh, they're in the film. And yeah, they have a very significant part to this story. And I don't really want to spoil it, but let's just say the Dalmatians get in on the action as well. Like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, I will see you all next time. Peace.